this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I've been highlighting in recent days that pretty much all of the XRP chart analysts that I follow think that what is most probable, though not certain, is that the next notable move for XRP is going to be to the upside, and it's going to be the one where finally we're entering price discovery. So not just another new all-time high, though, yes, that. Also entering price discovery, melting faces, right? But, you know, at the time I'm recording this, XRP has actually been moving to the downside. It's currently at $3.02, and I don't know what it's going to be by the time you're watching. Who knows? Maybe it's rebounded and it's back up. Maybe it dips below $3 and everything's falling. I don't know. But what I wanted to do in this video is just kind of highlight the most bearish short-term XRP price expectations that I could find. And it's kind of funny I say bearish, most bearish anyway, because what you're going to see, and this is the best I could find, what you're going to see is that the most bearish ones are not particularly bearish, and they're still anticipating that XRP moves dramatically to the upside and has a crazy cycle peak, and some still think like you're going to see double-digit XRP, even though they think there's a reasonable chance that there will be a move to the downside. And I don't know if this one that we're seeing right now at the time I'm recording this, I don't know if that's it, if it's even going to come, but again, that's why I say, like, this is not something to be afraid of, and I want to highlight this because, first of all, I love having diverse perspectives on any topic on my channel. It's just hard to find bearish ones at this particular juncture in time because analysts genuinely don't think that we're going to be seeing some disaster scenario for XRP. They just don't. And you will see that here too. Again, let me reiterate, as we go through this, I got just a few analysts, not that many because there aren't that many. But it's if anything, some of them are just kind of in the middle. It's like, I just don't know for sure in the short term. But even those ones are like, but yeah, it goes up after that. So this is the best that I could find in terms of bad stuff for XRP price action, and it's not even scary, like in my mind. But it's still interesting, and let's get the opinions out there. And credit to where it's due if any of these analysts end up being correct. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so here's a post from this morning from Cryptony, a well-known chart analyst, 496,000 followers, and he's been very bullish on XRP, but he's acknowledging that, you know, we're in his estimation, we are going to see a notable move to the downside. Now, this is not a popular opinion. He could be right. Sometimes, you know, the minority opinions are correct, and sometimes the improbable happens. Totally acknowledge that. But, you know, he's expecting that you are going to see, at some point anyway, a move down to, it looks like about $2.50, even if you do see another jump up first. Before you even break $4, he's still saying, yeah, you're going to see a big jump. And if that happens, that's going to scare the hell out of people. It will not scare me. I mean, that'll be the most volatile my entire net worth has been because I own so much XRP, and I'm not going to be sweating a single bullet. Like, I will not be sweating this at all. I don't care because I will not sell until my targets are hit. And if they're never hit, then I never sell. But I think they're going to get hit. I'll just say, like, I really am optimistic. I don't have crazy high targets for myself. Because to get life-changing wealth, I mean, I bought so much. I mean, some would say that it was an unreasonable amount of money I put in XRP years ago. I'm very happy I did it. But as a result of that, I did it. One primary reason is that I would be able to sell at lower targets and get life-changing wealth, lower targets than what many other would find appealing. So that's it. But anyway, I will not be stressing this if it happens. But if it does, just understand, even he's saying it's not the end of the world, and this is one of the most bearish charts that I can find out there. And so here's a separate post from him the day before. He still wrote this too. XRP to $10 this cycle, in my opinion. So even if it goes down to that level, he still thinks we're going to hit $10. Here's a post from chart analyst Rick Unz, and you'll see, like, even he doesn't think that, you know, that we're likely to see the XRP go to the downside in the short term. He acknowledges it could happen, and that's about the most bearish I could find. He doesn't even think it's the most probable thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm being honest. Like, it's hard for me to find analysts that say the opposite side. And I'm always happy to post the diverse perspectives. I just can't find them. So anyway, here he wrote, XRP looks very bullish to me. And by the way, this is just in the morning. He said, one of the reasons I favor the bullish side at the moment. However, Bitcoin could still correct when alts actually perform. Few remember it's done so before in 2017. Cautious until Bitcoin shows its hand, though. Litecoin, XRP, and Doge can't really go wrong before cycle top unless you go full degen on leverage. Yeah, never use leverage. That's I never will do it. You guys do whatever the hell you want. I think it's about the dumbest thing that people can do. Unless you're a professional trader and you actually know what you're doing. But for regular people like myself, for example, I have no business getting in leverage. No. And I'm sorry, the life-changing wealth you can get just investing in crypto, the 1,000% gains, multi-1,000% gains, that's not enough, you greedy son of a bitch? Come on. Knock it off with the leverage. It's stupid. It's really stupid. STOOPID, stupid. And so he's warning, though, and many analysts are saying this too, like, if XRP is going to go down, it probably means that Bitcoin went down, to be honest with you. That's probably what's happening there. And so somebody wrote to him and said, I opened small long position a week ago on Litecoin and XRP. Can't complain so far. Reckon those lows are definitely in. And so, mind you, he sounds like a trader. If you're somebody who's a hodler like me, this doesn't really particularly matter to short-term price action, but it's still interesting. Like even me, someone who is never going to be a trader, I still like to follow it on a day-to-day basis because I got skin in the game and it's fun. But anyway, he responded and said, I want to say yes, just can't be as confident as I normally am here. I would trail a stop personally. So he thinks that the low's more or less in, but he was acknowledging we could go lower. And again, this is one of the most bearish posts I could find. And it's not even really bearish. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't find it. I would show it if I could. I promise you. And then there's also this. Somebody named Jose wrote, Rick. So it's the same analyst here, Rickens. XRP tops with Bitcoin are approximately 4 weeks later, question mark. Been trying to find one of your old tweets, but can't find it. Thanks. And Rick did respond and said, it can be close with XRP. I will be looking for a top but it could be a few weeks after. It's one we will have to keep our eyes on when Bitcoin tops. And so he still thinks you're going to see, obviously, much higher for XRP. It's a question of when, and is it going to top with Bitcoin? I mean, I remember it topped pretty close to when Bitcoin did in 2017, for example. I mean, it's always going to be roughly close, but it did top after Bitcoin, like a couple weeks or so in 2017 going into 2018. And then there's this post from chart analyst Cantonese Cat, XRP USD chart on the screen here. And he's got some thoughts on this. He wrote, XRP monthly chart is objectively bullish. And again, folks, this is one of the most bearish posts I can find. And he's like, yeah, it looks bullish. Let's see, it is what it, like, that should tell you the degree to which pretty much every analyst that tracks XRP is like, this thing going below. And that still is the sentiment. Anyway, but he continues. He says, it shot way over the monthly Ichimoku cloud and has a monthly katana where the blue line, Tenkin, and red line, Kijun, are fused during a bull trend. The katana signal in general signifies a very strong impulse to the upside that can continue over time. It doesn't mean that we're going to the moon this month, next month, or the month after that. But in general, signifies a powerful bull trend. So folks, he's acknowledging, this is what he believes, even though he does think, yes, you're going to hit a new all-time high and face melting and price discovery, all that. He's not as convinced as pretty much every other analyst that this is effectively imminently something that's going to happen. So in theory, according to him, we could wait months. Oh no, gasp, right? That'd be the end of the world, right? Again, this is like one of the more bearish things I can find, and it's not even bearish. Anyway, then he says, I'm in the camp that XRP could use either some sideways consolidation or some retrace to the mean to form a higher low, which is crucial for continuation of a bull trend. Too much attention is being paid to XRP right at resistance, and market makers may punish these folks for weeks to months to reset sentiment before allowing price to go to $8 to $9 and beyond. I could be very wrong, and XRP could go to the moon in February, but I'm not a chaser. While none of this is financial advice, but just how I would approach it if I was in specific situations, if you buy into XRP now, you should be prepared for the possibility that it does nothing for months and that you could be losing money for months before making more money from it. If you bought XRP when it was a lot lower, you could do something, as the higher time frame is still very powerful, but be prepared for the emotional roller coaster of, I should have taken profits here. Okay, I won't be feeling that no matter what. But anyway, he says, at some point over the next few weeks to months, even though it could be taking profits for small money and missing the bigger money, And even though you're assuming that you could have timed things correctly and not mess up trading in and out, I'd hold through the volatility. Well, I sure as hell will. If you decide not to buy XRP, then don't pay attention to it. I could be wrong and it could moon further next week. But even I don't find it to be good risk-reward ratio to buy at resistance after it went up so much. If you're here arguing about XRP's fundamentals, trashing XRP because you missed it, or just don't believe in it, comparing it to Bitcoin or anything else, spreading speculative narratives about whether this administration will do this or that, and what would happen to XRP, or labeling XRP in any particular way at this point of the cycle, you're probably doing it wrong, and you should probably leave it alone. Holy run-on sentence, folks. But he says, but if you're doing it for engagement, you're doing it right, and keep at it. People get real triggered about things one way or another, and they can't think clearly for themselves. It's time to troll them all so they'll learn their lessons. It's kind of funny. So again, one of the more bearish posts out there. Is it really bearish though? Not really. Not in my mind. I mean, some could view it that way, I guess. They could view it as bearish. But he's just acknowledging, yeah, you could have it go sideways, price could go down, and then it's still going to pop afterwards. I can't find any analysts, literally none, that are arguing currently that XRP it's already seen its peak for the cycle. I'm currently not seeing that. I did see some of those arguments in the beginning of December, and then XRP just ran even higher in January, and then they really shut the hell up. Too much egg on their face. So if anyone's saying that, I'll be happy to highlight it on my channel. I am not afraid to do that. I love contrarian viewpoints. I enjoy them, and happy to highlight on the channel. Again, can't find them though. So anyway, just saying, if that happens and if XRP is lower by the time you're watching this, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.